When the Going Gets Tough, podcast 11. I began my career as a criminal defense lawyer and litigation lawyer in Toronto, Canada. One afternoon, the secretaries were discussing what they would do if they won the lottery. One said she'd buy a log cabin in New Brunswick. One said she'd buy a villa in Switzerland and ski the rest of her life. One said she'd start a mortgage company. They asked me what I would do. I said, I'd take off some time from my law practice. I'd go to Jerusalem, study to become a rabbi, and then take a pulpit somewhere for a few years. So the senior partner in my law firm, Chuck Markowitz, heard me speaking. He called me over and said, "You really want to be a rabbi?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "Then money and a lottery should be no object. If you want to do it, get it done. You can't go through life with unfulfilled dreams. Go make it happen." And I was shocked. My senior law partner was saying to me, leave the practice and go follow my dreams? I thought it would be some zany, outlandish idea. He said, if it's your dream, you got to follow it. A few months later, I attended a Purim Suda, a Purim meal, at a friend of mine's house. We were celebrating together at the home of our Rebbe, our late Rabbi Drebin, alav shalom, who was our teacher. And all of the students made a celebration, a Purim Suda, with his widow and all the people, all students in his home. And my friend Danny Eisen got up and said, there is a statement in the Zohar which quotes a verse in Leviticus and Vayikra, chapter 19 and verse 32, which says that when you see an old person, mipnei seva takum, before an old person, get up. Stand up and give honor to the old person. And he quoted the Zohar, and the Zohar says, don't read it as mipnei seva takum, in front of an old person, stand up. Rather, read it as follows. Lifnei seva, comma, takum. Before you become an old person, get up. And as he said those words, the words went right through me, right through my soul. And I said, before I become an old person, get up. Get up and smell the coffee. Take your life in your hands and make things happen. And then I turned to my wife, and behold, and at that time I was 25, I turned to my wife and I said, darling, you look like you're 85. I looked down at myself and I said, I'm 85. At that moment, we transformed into 85-year-old people. And I turned to my wife, and as you get older, you gain a Yiddish accent. So I said to my wife, Julie, that time, 60 years ago, we had the opportunity to go to Israel, to become a rabbi, and to study, and to seek our dream. I regret we didn't do it. She said, me too. It would have been hard, but it would have been exciting. It would have been a dream to follow. But too bad we didn't have the courage and the guts to do it. At that moment, I looked at her and she became 25 again. And I became 25. And I said, you know what? When I turn 85, I don't want to have any regrets looking back at my life saying, I could have, I should have, or I would have. Coulda, woulda, shoulda. Thoreau says, most men live lives of quiet desperation. I don't want to live my life with regrets. And therefore, I'm going to make things happen. And so we can too. Mipnei seva takum. Whatever your dream is, if it's reasonable, it's reachable, make it happen. Mipnei seva takum means lifnei seva takum. Before you become an old person, get up and make things happen.